Okay guys, welcome back to I believe it's part 5, hopefully not part 4, anyways, next part. And we continue with the building the fan here. Please keep in mind this is a practice video where I also discover certain things and see how I get things done. It's not a tutorial, but you may learn something. Maybe it's entertaining to see a guy a little bit struggling, but also explaining and talking about everything while he is modeling. Yeah, anyway, so last time we wanted to create a fan case, a little bit of a screw here, a screw there, or a hole, better saying, here and there, and by using the mirror modifier, and it worked out, only that I forgot that well, it was basically too small, so we're gonna do this again this time. Okay, so we have selected this area here, and we wanna make a hole here, there and there and there, and in an easy way. And for that I would like to use the mirror modifier, because if you want to put a lot of details on the screws, it'll be easier with a mirror modifier, because then you don't have to make the whole of the screws 4 times, you know. So let's do this again just for fun, although it's not necessary. There's another way too, which I showed in the end of part 4. Yeah, choose whatever you like. Okay, we're gonna duplicate this guy here, and then we're gonna hide the big one. No, it's nonsense, nonsense. That was the first mistake. So we forget about it. We're gonna do this again. We're gonna do this again. Don't wanna confuse you. Gonna just delete that. Delete. What am I doing here? Okay, again, look back. We are back at the beginning. So we're gonna duplicate this guy. Shift D. Duplicate it, right click to cancel our action, and now we have selected the duplicate. We go to mesh, we go to separate, we go to separate by loose parts. Now we have two objects. We hide the main object, and this one is what we're gonna need. We want to cut this thing in 4 parts, but first we need another duplicate. We have to use the mirror modifier. For that we need to change the origin point of this little guy here. Let me try something out. Last time I jumped even back. I'm not even sure if I have to, but I think so. So first of all, let's make a duplicate of the duplicate. So we have now another duplicate. We can actually hide one. I'm going to press hide, and now we have this one. Let's cut this thing in half, but be careful, don't do it yet. I just want to check something very quickly if this would work out. I think we have to, let me just do it for now. Set origin to geometry. I don't think it'll work. This is the first mistake I made, I believe. Yeah. Okay, let me just unhide everything. I'm gonna explain what I'm doing as soon as I figure out what the heck am I doing. Then I'm gonna explain it and do it with you together. Okay, let's do I think it should work. Oh no, first set origin to geometry. Well, undo this quickly. Let me see. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay, I'm gonna shift duplicate this guy. Yeah, just in case I screw something up. Okay, first this guy we're gonna set. Yeah, set origin to geometry. Now we can cut this guy here. Just, you know, right, selecting subdivide. I hope this will work this time. Mirror modifier, and oh, it works. Oh, I'm happy, because last time I did it even differently. Good, now that I know how it works, we're gonna do this whole thing together. We're gonna go completely back so that it's not too confusing, because I did some steps in the middle. We're gonna focus only on our little tower. Okay, again, back. This one is our our surface. We want to duplicate it first. Shift D, duplicating it. Right clicking for canceling it, or canceling our action. Now we're gonna say mesh and say subdivide. Where is it? Sometimes I cannot hear. Separate by loose parts. Okay, we're gonna hide the main object. Hide the main object. And now we need to, yeah, this is very important. We need to do right click now and set the origin to geometry, before we cut that. Very important. That's very important. Otherwise, it will not work. So we have to now say set origin to geometry. When we cut this thing now, we can use then the mirror modifier. So we're gonna go into edit mode, selecting everything, right click, subdivide, and we're gonna delete those, you know, 4 things. That's fine. Delete those faces. So the origin is now here in the middle, which will help us with the mirror modifier. Now we're gonna use the mirror mode. Here we go. This one is, you know, not visible. There is, you know, just deselect this guy, or maybe it works and it's fine. You have to figure this out on your own. Try this one and that one, and then you see looks good. We're gonna subdivide our main face, subdivide twice. Twice is good. We're gonna use this one here and say I. For insert faces, we're gonna make it a little bit smaller. We're gonna check the lengths because we, for some reason, decided we get crazy on details. Then we're gonna check, so we want to have a symmetrical face. So let's go down to 7. Or shall we try to match 8? That would be a nice number, huh? Would this work? Yeah, it could work. Here we have 8 here, 8 there. We're gonna deactivate the edge length stuff. Also, before I do that, I would like to say that because it's right at the beginning, maybe you're still there and seeing that. If you activate edge length and you see here a measure, but sometimes you don't see it there, it appears as soon as you start to change some values, then you will see more. As you can see here, there's no value here right now. I pressed S and E, and then suddenly there's a new value. Okay, this just besides, we're gonna deactivate that. So we have just, you know, here a face, and we're gonna say subdivide it 6 times. I think it's a good number. And now we say mesh, and we say separate. Nonsense. We say transform to sphere, and making it to a sphere. Maybe it doesn't work. Then check the boundary options. Just check those things here. Maybe boundary boxes works. Mesh, and now to sphere. But in this case, both works. Again, I clicked on my right screen somewhere. Anyway, so we're gonna say X. We're gonna say X. We're gonna say delete dissolve faces. Now we have like a round thing. E extrude, get a little bit out, a little bit more. Yeah. Then we'll leave it like that. That's okay. Then we're gonna go I for extrude. Sorry, I said E for nonsense. I talk too much on that. What did I just do? No, E for extrude is correct. I for insert faces, then E for extrude, I for insert faces. But I just saw something. I'm gonna go back. This you can do how you want. It's your object. E for extrude, and then I'm gonna press S for scaling it down, making it more like this looking. Yeah, that's also not too bad. Adjusting it here a little bit. I for insert faces, go inside, and then E for extrude and you know, pushing it to that. Okay, we're gonna have, so we selected this face here. I'm gonna hold down Control left and pressing numpad plus key once, twice, third, and say right click and say this to smooth. And now this is smooth because it's round. It's always good if this is smooth. And we give it a material. Let's give it we could do this later actually. Let's do it right now, but why not? This one here, metallic look like. Oh, it's okay. The inside we make using a darker material, but this is a little bit over the top. Huh? This one here. Oh, what the heck? Rim. Yeah, that's okay. Maybe this will be, I mean, here, this will be a fan, our case fan, right? I'm gonna unhide everything. So we now gonna hide this object here, just hiding with H. You unhide stuff by Alt H, pressing Alt H combo. So this face has to go away. It's gone. We're gonna unhide the things, and now we have like this object and the other object. And I just realized we don't have to. No, we have to. I mean, depending on what we want, let me just check my reference picture. And depending on what we want, we don't necessarily have to. But if you want to have a round thing, we have to apply the mirror mode. but right now it's still convenient to have it on. So at the end of the day, we want to connect this thing. We want to join this object to the other object back again. But since we are still not sure how, maybe we want to change the hole, the screw, we should leave the mirror mode on for now to always be able to change that later on. I just realized maybe this one here. How does our main object work? Looks just checking something. Yeah, oh, it's okay. It's not the best, you know. Around the object, like around the curve, or you know, would be nicer. But it's okay. I'm too detailed on this practice video anyway, so that's a little bit stupid. Let's just see what happens if I'm gonna just subdivide this here again. Those stuff for, you know, if you want to have more details in your I think an alpha picture PNG file with some holes, just a picture which uses the alpha values, would be better for performance things. I'm just saying that again. If you don't know what I actually talk about, then this is something for later. You will understand this later if you keep working with Blender and modeling your stuff and using textures and such. Yeah, I'm just experimenting here a little bit. Does this look like a thing? Does kind of, huh? Let's see. Those stuff. I'm not so good with the numpad. I see. With numpad view change, because I do not use that so often. Here and there I use it to change the numpad view changes, but not really much, as much as I maybe should. Or is there? Anyway, wait a second. Maybe we can. I just see the reference picture. We can subdivide this here too. What happened? Doesn't work, huh? It cannot work because I screwed it up already. Hahaha. So I should have done this earlier. What do we do? What do we do? Let's see how much we can undo. That's okay. We can work with that. I'm gonna undo this. This all faces. Here we go. And let's see. You know what? No, it's fine. It's too much work. It's too much work, or is it? Maybe it isn't. No, it's not. No, I'm an idiot. Why cannot I just do that? 1, 2, 3. Let's give it a try. I want to have the squares here, but it's not. You cannot just subdivide because this is not. These things are preventing my subdivision thing, so I have to root cut the thing, I guess. Or that might be easier actually. I'm gonna delete it. It's also better for you to see that what I'm doing now. Yeah, that might be okay. We're gonna delete only the faces. No, we don't do that. That's nonsense. We're gonna delete X. We say only faces. Not. Do we do that? Yeah, that's okay. It looks weird because why does it look weird? Yeah, because of the mirror mode. Because of the mirror mode. So we say 1, 2, 3. We're gonna subdivide it. This is a better thing. Let's try this. Subdivide. Yeah, 3 times. Undo this quickly. I think 3 times should be the position should be correct, the same. Yeah, let's compare this. This is yeah, this is the Z value. So Z value, this one, it ends with 28. Yeah, okay, they are exactly in the same position. That's helpful. Good. Then this one subdividing 3 times 2. And now we can connect them manually. Like exactly, we have to do it that way. I'm not sure if this makes sense because it looks like a little bit too much work actually. But I didn't know it would be. So we have to subdivide them the same way 3 times, all of them. I'm gonna copy the value, subdivide. And yeah. And this is a really I'm not so sure if this is a good way to do that. Especially, I'm not even sure if I want to keep that. Anyway, I just thought it's a good, you know, at the end of the day, if things like that happens and if you think, oh, this is really stupid, yeah, but at the same time, it's practice. If it is practice, it's worth the time, you know, you're getting better. And can we just do that? I'm not so sure. Is everything individual? Yeah. Oh, that's good. Okay. Well, the same thing here, I guess. Why not? Why not? Can we just do that like that? Subdivide that 3 times. Oh, see, you can do it like that. And we learned something. Isn't that not great? Subdivide. Wait a second. Subdivide 3 times. See? Because we are lazy, we wanna save some time, and so we constantly think, how could we save some time? And although this is still a little bit of a weird way to subdivide stuff, it works. And we learned something. That's for sure. Yeah, right. Keep doing what you're doing, you weird guy on the internet. Yes, I will. Stranger who watches a weird guy on the internet. This one. This one. It has kind of a, how do you say that, of a reassuring value. Okay, why did I do that? I do not know. I did it. I just did it. Okay, this one. You want to make some nice holes, you know, that's what life is about. Make some holes. Make some holes. Actually, there's a little bit of a funny story about that, but you wouldn't get it anyways because there you need more background information. Maybe someday I'm gonna share this. Maybe not. No, maybe like this one here. I wonder how this looks like at the end. At the end of the day. End of the day, and you know it. Oh, this is not how the song goes. Okay, then this one. That would be a nice song. It's the end of the day, and you know it. Ah, hey, it looks not too bad actually. Look at that. I have seen. Oh, look at that. This is the greatest thing I've ever saw. We can even make it. No, we don't. We're not making too perfect. I mean, here the same. We need. Yeah. And again, when we just subdivide like that, it does not work because for subdivision you need the exact same. Maybe you're gonna figure this out sooner or later. Just got instant tired. Yeah, apologize for that. Okay, let's see. And that's a weird thing. We don't want to do that. Yeah, what we could do, should we do that? No, I'm just looking at the other screen. Would be nicer if those things would also be. Not sure if this makes sense. But maybe that's good, huh? What do you say? Does this look good? Oh, maybe it's not too bad. Oh, I think we're gonna use that. We're gonna use that. Only faces. Just connecting those things, and then and the rest will just, you know, closing those guys here. Here we go. And how does it look? A little bit better. Just a little bit better. Maybe we should get rid of those things. Should we close them? Oh yeah, I like this better. It looks like something. It looks like something. Right? It does look like something. Yes, it does. Weirdly enough. You wouldn't believe that if you watch part 1. You would say no. Yeah, the thing is, it's really, stuff like this is very fun to do, kind of. Again, I like the creative stuff better, but I have to say, every time when I do that, I realize, well, maybe I like both or something. This is what I was also talking about. You learn when you record your stuff and you listen to your own babbling, and you think about what did you say in the last part, and then you realize, wait, actually I just said last time I don't like those accurate modeling stuff, but I do it as well. Maybe it's a balance. I wouldn't think I would like to only do that. That would be just too boring. It's keep doing that all the time. I think that would be boring. But here and there, no, I do not dislike that actually. So how do we make that three-dimensional looking? Certainly not like that. That's weird. Yeah, this is something I haven't figured out how to. When we extrude that, then we create, you know, this effect here, which is fine. But then, you know, we have to close those things, which is work. We don't want to do that. So, how to solve this problem is the next question. Maybe a good way to. Could this work? Let me just try this out here. Solidify. This works for sure, but then it solidifies the other stuff too. But maybe if we make a new group. There was already a group, weirdly. There's a reason for that. Anyway, let's leave the second group, because we're going to join that later on. And we have to do this again if we join that, I believe so anyways. So we say new group, and we say deactivate this guy for now because it's confusing. So here, new group, and how do we call that? Fan holes. Is this hole? I'm sometimes confused about, no, this is the whole thing, right? Yeah, holes. Yeah, I hope this makes sense. Fan holes. Assign, let's see if we select that. Okay, so let's see if we can say solidify only vertex groups, only the holes. So let's see how this works. That's good. It doesn't, sure, it doesn't make sense here. It works, it affects only this area. However, there are too many areas, they are too strongly connected. So we have to change that here a little bit. Let's see. So what's the problem here? I think this one should not be part of it. And this one can, this one, no, it's not a problem, but they should not be related. Okay, we're gonna delete that and say new, assign, let's name them fan holes, like this. Holes, is this a word? Is this an English word? What do I know? And we're gonna change this to holes. Yeah, that's a little bit better, still something going on. Let's change it to complex. And it's still weird. I wonder why this is happening. Let's go back to simple again. Why is it affecting the other things? That's interesting. Okay, let's screw that. I mean, there is, you can figure it out. I'm sure you can do that. But again, for this tutorial, it's also a little bit over the top. A tutorial. Practice video, it's not a tutorial. If I would make a tutorial, then I really, when I say I make a tutorial, I did this once, and there's one tutorial which is named tutorial, at least. Then I say it, and then I also try to say everything I do. In the practice video, I sometimes do not say it because I'm, you know, just practicing. Shift D, we duplicate those guys here. Let me see, can we just... You know what, let's leave it like that. It's fine, it doesn't have to be three-dimensional. What the heck? You know why it doesn't have to be three-dimensional? I'm gonna undo certain steps. Because there will be a fan anyways. So it doesn't make, you know, it's possible, we can do it. In a tedious way, we can make it three-dimensional, but we don't have to do it. We get the idea. Either we're gonna use this... my neighbors start to drill again. They love drilling, I do not know why. It's... oh no, maybe new people, it doesn't matter. There is a way either to use the Solidify Modifier, or to just, you know, make it manually figure, which would then be cleaner, a little bit tedious. But again, what I realized is basically that, is there something here in between here? It's not necessary. Like I said, we are already too detailed on our little thing here, so it's not needed. Maybe we need another light here too, huh? So again, where the sunlight is actually doesn't really matter. The sun, only this one matters, but still it's a little bit helpful. So did I actually activate those guys? Yeah, I did. Okay, then I would say that's okay. Do I have here somewhere my little stupid fan? My not stupid fan, this guy. I like this guy here. So we're gonna duplicate this guy. I mean, this is what I meant. There is a video on this channel about this guy here. Actually, even without, I mean, this is a little bit sharper, but it's easy to do that too. And this is a completely video tutorial also for beginner. You can check this out and then create your own little guy. It's easy, so you can do that. And they actually put a lot of effort, editing effort, into this later on. So check that out. And it hopefully helps you. Don't worry, you don't have to press a like button or something like that. I really do not like those stuff anyways. I think, do I care about those stuff? Yes, I do. I care about those stuff. It affects me. However, I think it's stupid. Either way. Those liking and disliking nonsense, it's really, really stupid. And I'm not a fan of things like that. And I'm not a fan that it affects me, so you don't have to press it. Do what you want. I don't wanna care. That's true. That's the honest thing. Okay. So this would be in the inside. Yes, so it would be there. This weird texture, I mean, I just put it on top of this. You know, it's not a huge thing. We don't actually need that kind of weird texture. It's overdone for inner thing anyways, so we can just use a normal plastic one here. Plastic is always shiny, but not as much, I would say. Can be very dark, like this one. And sometimes plastic has like a sub, you know, thing, but usually dark stuff, not as much. So we don't really need that. Making dark and rough, even darker for some reason. And that's good. So dark, yeah, I like this one here. Okay, so let's, oh, you know what, because this is still the middle, oh, we can use it actually. We can say, because we have still this one here and the original point is still in the middle of the object, so we can make use of this. This one we click, right click on this and then say right click, set something. What do I want to do? Set. Oh no, my focus gets lost. This happens. Snap, here we go. Snap selection to active. Here we go. Now it's perfectly centered. So this is even better. So that's even a lot better. Ta-da! You want to see an animation? Yeah, so what we're gonna need as well is a little bit of more details here and there. Again, a bump modifier will help us later too. A bump modifier. Oh, this is not too bad. Look at that. Just a simple thing, extruded here a little bit, and already to me it looks awesome. Yeah, so let me just see. No, this is not. Let me just check my reference pictures. Just googled something and looked there, googled PC back to get a reference. I lost my version, which is similar to my thing. I'm a little bit, tiny bit confused. This one maybe. Just hold on, I'm gonna pause here. Okay, guys. Just one thing here is that's better. Yeah, I actually don't. I wasn't really you know, today was more like I wanted to model that, not necessarily recording it. But because I started, I wanted to at least, you know, model the main thing. And I said in the last part, when I end this practice series, and I think I'll end this soon, then I will still probably model this thing offline a little bit, giving it some more details here and there. So in the animation itself, it will probably look a little bit differently. The goal here is just to share a little bit of my experience, you know, and then to model it a little bit with you, like to, you know, the basis at least. And then, you know, someday maybe a tutorial about that, but it's not necessary actually. The practice is also a lot of fun to do. So here will be our little what is it called? The power thing. Yeah, let's call it the power thing. Here will be our power thing, and the power thing is easier to do. I'm sorry that my speaking vocabulary drops now drastically. I'm getting tired. And speaking English is now a little bit more difficult. Still fun. I love it. I love doing it. But if you get tired, if you speak in a different language, I think you know what I mean. Happens like you drastically your quality dissolves sometimes. And the focus, which is okay. I mean, that's what it is. I'm saying it so that you know, for your information. We're gonna do basically the same thing. I would just wonder, should I show you this with the how I main this with the what I mean by using an alpha thing? Yeah, let me just prepare something. I'm gonna prepare something. Hold on. Okay guys, we continue. So here I just prepared something here. This is a simple normal alpha PNG file. What we're gonna use is everything what is gray is basically empty. What I want to do is I did already prepared here this thing. We putting this information on this surface here, and then we're gonna invert that. So we want those things not being visible in the render, and so it will be empty, although the whole face will be still there. So I hope you know what I mean in a simple way. It's not, yeah, it is everything. Again, I keep saying this because it's like that. Everything is complicated if you're a beginner. So this is my bump 14 texture. It looks like that. If it has to look like that, I don't even know. This is how I just use that. First thing what we're gonna do is so we used it already, but we cannot really see it here, you know, because we have to here in the object mode, in the edit mode, we have to say right click and then we say UV Unwrap Faces, and it only works, you only see this option when in the edit mode you are in the face selection mode. Otherwise you don't see the option here. So make sure that's the case, and then you say either unwrap, but I like cube protection, unwrap if you want. You can experiment with different, just experiment with that if you're not satisfied. So, and now it looks like that. So this is how our thing is looking right now. A little bit weird, doesn't make much sense because I think I copied our, this is how it looks, then the normal thing. So what I said is basically, the reason why I have to set this up like that, I just copied the other thing, the stuff. So we only want to use basically, this guy we can ignore for now. The alpha, we're going to put the alpha into the alpha channel. We only use the alpha channel, and then we have to change the settings in here, the material settings. We have to scroll down to this point where we say blend mode and we say alpha clip, and nothing happens. That is great because this is not something I expected. Maybe I did something wrong. Maybe this one here has to go there. Ah yeah, for some reason, that's weird. Let me check why that is. Because, I mean, we don't really need a color ramp, but I thought it's gonna be helping us later on. Let me just check something. Ah, that's really weird. It does not work with that. Anyway, so that's a problem, kind of a problem. Why is this a problem? The first thing is good, we can use it in the alpha. Like if we use like that, so that works, but not that as a, what the heck am I doing, you know? So let me just think, why is it not working when I use that? That's interesting. I really do not know why. Let's get rid of that. Maybe it has to do with that, something. No, it has not. Maybe we have to put alpha here into that. No, it doesn't work. Interesting. Well, how do we solve the problem? I mean, I want to use this as a template. We have to use this again. What am I talking? That's interesting. No, it doesn't work at all anymore. Ah, okay, it makes sense. Yeah. So I want to use, so either what I could have done is creating another bump, or I mean, I say bump effect, but in this case, it's not even a bump effect. I could have just created a PNG image with some empty holes here and there. So that would do the trick. But I thought when I use that, I can just invert the values with the colorant, but for some reason it doesn't work. I don't even know why. It always did work. So I'm confused on this right now, but there is a reason for it. I just cannot think on the purpose. Anyway, there's another thing which should work. We're gonna get search for invert. Let's see if this helps. And hey, it does. I didn't expect it. Oh, I'm happy. Good, invert worked. Well, then you see we have, basically this is an easy way to create some holes into our surface or face without actually modifying the face. The face is still a whole face. Sounds weird, it is. So that's good, you know, we have some holes, although we don't create any of those. Anyway, we can increase the scale here by 10, copying that, pasting it here, and now it looks even more like whatever this is, you know, like the plane, the power plane, the power supply, the power ranger, whatever. This one here, and we can actually leave it like that, because why should I put so much effort into that when it looks pretty good? And you know, so, and you can create those stuff with GIMP Photoshop easily, or what I did in this case, this guy, I believe I just created in Blender, made a, oh, I did so many different, I don't want to lie, I'm not lying on purpose in this case, but one thing is for sure, you can either create those stuff in Blender by just, you know, creating some things and then rendering it without a background, or you can also make your own stuff with GIMP Photoshop, which is also free, so there's no problem on those stuff. Only thing we don't have is we have no little points here, right? What no, what I mean, screws. So basically, oh, we could actually do that. We could do that. Oh, sorry, what the heck? Ah, now I get it. I opened my thing here. Probably sounds harder than it actually is in the microphone. We could actually do right now I just used an old PNG file which is not suited for this thing, but we can actually make a suitable bump effect / PNG file with empties. We don't even need a bump effect. We could use that, create that, and then it would fit better. But we're just gonna do the easy way today. So we make some screws again. This time a little bit easier. I would like to subdivide that. Why is this window here appearing? What the heck is that? I don't even know what that is. Did I not subdivide it? I probably thought I said it and I didn't do it right. Probably, yeah. So let's see. I would say 10 times. This is just, you know, how you do that in your case is up to you if you want to do it actually. So let me just think. We are going to save. Ooh. Always this guy here. So those guys will be I see. Well, hiding everything else, we're gonna make here loop cut, there loop cut, and then this one here. Oops, what the heck. Yeah. Like that. Man, this is almost hurtful. I just want to select it in the middle, and then there are better ways to do that. I don't know why I decided this, why I have to decide it for that way anyway. Actually, we need the other things, so Control I. Is this helpful? What am I doing right now? Go to the face selection. Let me do it like that way. Actually, what I want to do is just change the material here to that. Okay, because now we have this thing here, hiding that. And let me just go into this menu, because we do not need those stuff here. Does this work? Let's see faces. This is a good idea. Let me unhide this quickly. Yeah. Okay. So we do not need. Let's set it. This is easier. Selecting that, and deselecting those stuff here. So let's see. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's a lot better. So now we can actually, hopefully, closing that again. And you see, we have to change this material again. So now it's really hard to follow me if you're a beginner, so I get it, but you know, do it in your own way. I want to have a power plane. Is it called power plane? Help me out with that if you can. Here, but you can create this in your own way. If you have a different modeling approach, if you want to approach this differently, just do it differently. You don't follow my stuff. If you know what I'm doing and you think that's good, then that's okay too. And I have to say that because I believe I have a good understanding from the beginner view. I think so, I'm not sure, but I believe so. So that's why I say that all the time. Take it easy. That's the most important thing. Otherwise it's not fun. That's that simple. That's the menu where we can actually adjust our texture, whatever we have right now. See it better. I'm gonna disable this. No, this one here. Okay, see, so I see it better. Just want to adjust this here. Yeah, it looks good up and down, but left and right. Does this look good too? Kind of. You see, it's not perfect, right? We have, this is not a perfect grid, but again, that's okay. It's, if it looks believable, and it's not, I mean, this is not made for Sony or somebody, they don't want to buy that. You can do it, guys, if you want, you know, buy it, give me some money. But it's not for them, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. It's more like within Pulp Fiction, right? When Mr. Wolf came and he said something like something. I mean, maybe you know, you get what I mean with the blood and you know, he said something like if a cop sticks his big nose into the car or something like that, he will probably notice a lot of blood. But if he just drives by fast, then it looks good. You know, that's basically the thing. Well, here we go. Look at that. It looks kind of better. Is this a word? Kind of better? Maybe, hopefully. So this one we're gonna change. Can we change the position? Yeah, it changes this one too. I don't want this to happen, so I'm gonna select this guy, hiding everything else, and depth. Unhide everything. So what did I do? This one we can get rid of that. Yeah. Yeah. Looks good, guys. Looks good. Okay. So this is where the graphic card and stuff is coming out of this area here, right? So we wanna insert this first, getting rid of this thing here, saving between. We can actually make a backup here and there from time to time. Did I just change the position of the window? That looks good. You know, sometimes I just misclick on different windows. I clicked accidentally on the recording window and just want to check if everything is fine. Okay, this one we're gonna right, then we say subdivided. How many graphic cards do we have? Thousands, 10,000 of graphic cards. Yes, we do. Yeah. Just by the way, I do hate Fortnite for what it is. I like the graphics. I hate the principle with the skin policies. Just want to randomly point it out. It sucks, guys. It really does. You are making a lot of money from little fellows, and you're making everything about skins, which is really, really sad. Makes me really, really sad. Makes me extremely sad. I hate this fact. On the other hand, it's, I don't know. I'm getting tired of those modern games, like really, really tired. Everything is just so screwed up. Whatever. Now it's out, I feel better. Do something fair, you know, make a nice game. Don't try to just get every little money out of little people. Just not necessary. So, but we inset faces here. We're gonna copy this value here. Then I'm gonna select every second one because we cannot do it right now. We want to make them all look like that. But if you wanna change those values with the I key, pressing I, inset faces, you see it doesn't work. A good way I figured out is to select every second one, and then we can press I, making it like this, and just, you know, pasting the value of the first one, so they're all symmetrical. And now we're gonna select those guys. This way we can easily make them symmetrical look like. So again, this doesn't matter because we're gonna paste our value which we copied the first time, and now they are all symmetrical here. Very easy. So what we could do is just for fun, we wanna see how that looks like, right? E extrude, and then ooh la la. Yeah, I'm always surprised when, you know, I hope that will happen, but if it does, I'm surprised. What does it tell about me? And that I'm not as good as Blender is. This is incredible. It's an incredible tool. I'm getting always surprised. I'm doing it and I'm thinking, oh man, this is incredible. So this is such a great, you know, this is my game. Blender became my game for me. It's so much fun to do that. It's so satisfying to see the progress you do. So it's my Minecraft if you want. Minecraft is still a good game. Although I do not know why they need to put microtransactions in, and they are so stupid. Those offers, I think, why is this even working? And you know, it's Windows meanwhile. They own that, or Microsoft. So why do you need to put those stuff into that? I do not know. When it's basically played by kids, what does it tell about Microsoft? And Microsoft doesn't give a damn. That's what it tells. It's just not a good, you know, example. They could do better if they wanna fake reach the people with love. But not in this stupid way. It's just a dumb way to do, because they can afford to not do that easily. They have enough money. Anyway, let's see how this looks. Yeah, we have to we use the same material as here, I believe so, but you don't see that because we have to right click and say unwrap. Then we're gonna use this option because I like it. Does this make sense much? No, it doesn't, but it looks nice. Let's see. So we need to use a different material. Maybe let's try this one here. Ah, this looks funny. And this is this one here, basically the same thing. We did this in the early parts, and I just wonder what we're gonna use now for this one here. Maybe just a normal metal stuff here. This metal? No, this is I think metal. What is that? It's not even metal. Do I not have any metal here? Okay, let's use a new material. Metal. We need metal. Heavy metal. Here we go. We could make some noise into that. Oh, this is really shiny. Yeah. So, and again, if you want to get crazy on details, you can make this rounder and stuff and so on, and then you are happy. So this is the other thing, whatever this is. This holds the metal stuff. I'm gonna just go a little bit inside. No, we're gonna make this again like in this funny way. Gonna insert face. Should it be in the right position? The same one as here? No, not necessarily. Just a little bit. So, a little bit. No. What the heck did I turn on? This one here accidentally. E-extrude on the outside. We're making it three-dimensional just for a short period of time. Yes, we do that again. Sorry, I was just thinking this one, that one. Only those 4 points here. Control B. Okay, now we're gonna get rid of this one here, the solve faces, and now we have E for extrude, just around the like in this position, right? So that could look better, but in this case it's not even a cedar, a reference picture. It's not really that good in this position, so we're not going to use that. Nice little trick here, we're making it like this one here. Okay, and we need some of those stuff here too, like kind of, it has to be fit kind of the thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. This is true. We should have done this a little bit earlier. Like this one maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. It's not, you know, in this case it's really not the exactly at the same position, but it doesn't have to be that way. So let me just insert phases. This just, I mean, this is not like in the picture. It's just, I thought, oh, maybe it fits. What we need to make it more look like is also this guy goes to this position, and then we're gonna hide it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, maybe we need more. Let's try this one. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That looks better even. Surprised by my own that this was not, I didn't expect that. Okay, every second again. I for extrude, then we're gonna copy the first value. Leaving it at this one, that one, that one, that one. I for insert faces. I'm sorry, but I keep messing saying the wrong things in a tutorial. When this happens, and it will happen in the tutorial too, wouldn't be so bad because I would then edit the video afterwards. So because for a tutorial you have to make a good job, I believe, or I would try. Well, let's see if it has to be. The problem is that I always try to do it too good, and the problem is also if I'm not, you know, you cannot put too much effort into videos, especially if they are not watched. That is not just motivating. So you have to do it okay enough, you know, and then if you have people who are really enjoying that and who need more explanation, I hope they will tell me, and then I can make a better video. So I shouldn't do a too good video. It's just not motivating, and it's actually just frustrating if you put a lot of effort into something and it doesn't work out, then it's not good. So in order to do it, keep it fun, be easy, and then you can do it until the end of the universe. Amen. Not sure if this makes sense. Metallic. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. This is our whatever this is. This is the thing you have, you know, oh yeah, careful. The shiny thing is irritating. So I for extrude, unlike this one here. Good. And let's see, should we maybe hide that? Oh, I should remember those. I didn't even. Don't even see. Can we just subdivide that? Maybe no. Okay, no. Oh, no. Maybe we can do it like that. No, this doesn't work either. How could we do that? Okay, let's try that. Okay, we need 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This must be the right thing. Let's check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, approximately the right thing. Approximately, guys. Good. Then here too. 1, 2, 3. I mean, this must be easy because we can kind of see that. Right? Yeah. Okay, well, back to this window. Saving between. We select every second face. Both sides. And say I. Copying this value the first time. The second time we can select those phases. And I insert phases. Oopsala. Undo. I insert phases and paste the value from the first time. Now let's see, does this make sense? Oh, it looks kind of okay. Is this then really something like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? Why do I count that anyways? La bo da vi la do 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 do. So just need to select that. I insert. Oh yeah. Now we're gonna change this on the individuals. So we make them symmetric. Why not? I started this nonsense, so I have to always do that. So what do we have here? We have 0, 1, 6, 0, 1, 8. Let's see. 0, 1, 6. Perfect. Okay, this is what we're gonna need, and this will be our screw. Alt and E extrude along the normals. And yeah, I think we leave it like that because if you make it round, it's too many details. Let's make them select more. So go to this menu and give this a new vertex group. Oh, but how do I write screw? Like this? No, like this. Schraube. A German word. See, I can write something. Not sure if this is correct. So, the German word for screw. It's not really a screw, but it, you know, I need to, you know, it's my project. I need to know what it is, what it stands for. So I need to know what I mean by that. And if it's something for you different, it's fine. But that's also good for you. You can name your stuff in your way. Important is that you find your stuff later on. So let's make here the extrude just a little bit. So we're gonna round it a little bit up with the Control B. Yeah. Good. Whatever we created here is looking great, I would say. Select Schraube. That's why I grouped them to make it easier to select those guys. I'm gonna select this one here and say, what is that? Oh, it's okay, we're gonna use that. So sometimes, you know, I have already a graphic card somewhere, so some of the stuff is open. Here we go. But maybe not like that. Then a graphic card is usually sticking out of the thing. Like this. And like that. Let's because I don't want to plug into that something, we're gonna just use the same thing. We say we're gonna use only one. It's easier. Extrude, getting this out this way. Is this a good idea? Maybe not. Now I'm also not so sure about that. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Not a problem at all. We're just gonna keep making another one. This is easier. So that you have this thing here. Ah, I get it. Okay, hold on. Up, zip, zip, zip. Here we go. Up. No, I just wanted to unhide this one here so I can see it better. What the heck? Oh, is this good? Is this bad? Don't know. You know, again, right now we are on the point where I'm not so sure in terms of. I do not see a graphic card right now. I do know how they look. I have an imagination, but try that up from your imagination to create. It's difficult, like I said. So that's why I have a good excuse. Bear with me, or do not, and be screwed. Here's a screw. So I know they're usually here around the thing. So. How do we do that? How do we do that quickly? It's easily. Maybe it wasn't so bad, but maybe it wasn't so good either. So I would say, yeah, I think I should next time just duplicate it. Next time. Control B, is this a thing? Maybe. And then you have like little details, right? In this, if this is a graphic card, for example, then you have like my key doesn't work. Here we go. So this one here. I think we should maybe separate that. We get metallic first, and yeah, maybe we should separate that thing here. Separate by mesh. Separate by loose parts. So this one here. Now we can duplicate that. Maybe not duplicating it. Maybe just copying it. And now we are subdividing this guy. Yeah, subdividing that. Yeah, this is probably something I mess up for sure, because when I look at the graphic card, I realize, oh no, this is not how it looks from the back. But it's okay so far. Then again, this one here. Subdivide that like this. Is this maybe a good idea? We have some little plug-ins here and there, where the HDMI cable goes, you know, the other thing which they keep changing those names for. Yeah, here, and maybe there too. So again, same principle. Up, copying the value, and tip, this will not work. This one here, pasting the value, and now we have, let's leave one because always there's something always not fitting. Like this one here, that one, and yeah, this is a huge graphic. It's maybe we need some old. That's I do not know this. I wish a graphic card would have so many HDMI ports, and then on top of this, even the older thing adapter built into that, going back into this position. I wish that would be the case, but it's usually not like that. But HDMI is right now helpful. So what would you use if we want to do it properly? We have to have screws there and here and there. But you know, this is right now not my concern. So this one would be next. Crap! I wanted actually, you know, why it bothers me is I wanted to finish this up quickly so that I have my tower for animation purposes, but I cannot seem to finish it in that quick way. So anyway, so this one here. Oops! What the heck? We need to get rid of those things here. Let's get rid of that thing first. Dissolve only faces. And let me just think for a second. Yeah, this is where I would like to connect. How do I do that actually now? Dissolve that. Ah, that works. Okay. Solve. And here, dissolve that, and dissolve that, and this one here we're gonna close, making it bigger. Do we change the other thing now? Okay, now we can work with that well. Give it a metallic look like. Yeah, and insert faces. Maybe into the inside again. So this will become, we'll get, I mean, we can get crazy on those little details here and there. Oh, there's this symmetrical. So we will have some plugins, and I would actually need a little, you know what, the hour is over, so next hour. So I think we're gonna continue in the next part, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, with yeah, what we're gonna do is yeah, what we want to do is creating a little bit more details on those things here. Yeah, see, we haven't actually done so many things, and time just passed by like nothing. But at the same time, while we did certain things, and you know, oops, that's not, where the heck am I? Yeah, the mouse is very sensitive. This has to do with the big mouse here. I mentioned this in part 1. I'm not gonna do this again. Never. I'm not gonna do this again. Yeah, guys, that's what it is. It sometimes just takes forever. It's always like that. You think, we're gonna just do it quickly. And you know, sure, you can, for animating purpose, you can create this very quickly, and you know, but here we have obviously some details, which we gonna use. It also looks it was different in our little. Not sure if I like this thing here down below. Anyway. So we have, yeah, we can take a look with the other camera here. So we have the everything. So yeah, again, this has to do with just basically the magnifying. Windows magnifier for some reason accelerates my mouse when I look around. Luckily, I don't have to do it so often. Anyway, and that I need for the mouse here. Cycle CPU. You can see it has some Yeah, look pretty much the same. This is a little bit light depending. Also have to adjust certain things. Adaptive, not denoising. For the viewport 2. Yeah. It's okay for now. See, I was so so happy with this one. Oh, so cool. And then you look at this and think, oh, okay, well, it's at the end of the day, this is just a tower. Okay, guys, next part, we're gonna do more. I don't know if I record today, maybe tomorrow or something. Yeah, bye-bye.